Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Friday evening episode of Ted's Booze Cellar with me, your most gracious host, Ted. Now, I've sort of not necessarily been running out of ideas of like what beers to do for this series recently, but I've just, I just had sort of like a not writer's block, but like boozer's block, I guess you could say. There's still, hundreds, if not thousands, of like drinks out there in the world that I've got to try, possibly even tens of thousands, who knows. So, and there's also different variations, because I'm thinking for like a lot of drinks I'm going to try and, review like whether they're in a can and how that compares to the version of them that's in a, a bottle or or when it's on draft, and, with like beers, ciders and ales and that sort of thing. And then there's also like, wine in a can or wine in a bottle or whatever, or like, spirits that are mixed with something or pre-mixed in a can already. So like, I've just been thinking about like what future episodes I'm going to do, but thankfully not like, the future of this channel, and am I going to be doing any episodes for the foreseeable future? Because I'm going to be doing this for as long as I can. So without further ado, is something I've been thinking about doing for a long old time on this show, or reviewing for a long old time on this show, and that's Hoegaarden. Now, at some point, I will try and find somewhere that does this on draft, and I'm going to try and buy the canned version of this. But this is basically a 4.9% quintessential blonde Belgian ale, or beer. Again, kind of like with a lot of Belgian blonde beers, it's kind of like a cross between what we British would colloquially refer to as a beer or an ale. It's got kind of a lot of similarities to Leffe and Duvel, but I also, in the past when I've had it, I've also felt like it's got some similarities to like some of the more wheaty and hazy versions of Erdinger's. So I'm interested to try this, because I actually haven't had Hoegaarden in a long old time. Sorry, I'm just looking for my bottle opener. But yeah, no, it's a funny old thing, because Hoegaarden is, by extension, possibly one of the more hazier Belgian blonde beers out there, and it's probably sharing a lot more in common with like a lot of German sort of like wheat beers. So yeah, no, I'm interested to see what this is like. Almost 600 years ago, in the Belgian village of Hoegaarden, a band of monks experimented by adding oddball botanicals from halfway around the world to their traditional wheat beer. Our recipe, inspired by their creation, is a beer with a refreshing flavour and captivating aroma, unlike any in the world. So yeah, no, it's a simple story of simple monks creating a simple and hopefully nice beer. Which is all I ask for, Sometimes I like artistry in my IPAs and such, or like a story to be woven by a glass of wine, but sometimes you just not like a good simple beer. So yeah, this is 4.9%, so it's it's not like super weak, but it's not super strong either. So yeah, let's but as always, let's sniff it first. Yeah, you can definitely smell like a florally, botanically sort of like wispy sort of smell in there, but it like mixed in with like a really sort of like beery, sort of fizzy, sort of nice smell. So yeah, smells pretty good. But as always, rate of the smell, I'd probably give the smell like 7 out of 10. It's a nice smell, but it doesn't blow me away. But let's see what it actually tastes like. So, bottoms up, and let's have a good weekend. Definitely getting the botanical sort of like flowery taste there. Definitely doesn't taste the same way as like Leffe or anything. It's funny, it kind of does taste like a cross between something like Leffe or Duvel with like, a German hazy wheat beer like, one of the Erdingers. But it's funny because like this bottled version of Hoegaarden has this strange sort of like creamy aftertaste to it. It's really hard to explain. Like it's more so to do with like how the texture feels going down the back of your throat at the end of it after each sip, and it's really strange. It's really hard to like pin down but it's really nice. It's like it's got like when it initially hits you, it's got that botanical pizzazz. Then when you begin to swallow it, you feel like, oh yeah, this is a proper Belgian blonde beer. This, I can definitely tell what this is. But then when it goes down your throat, it goes really smooth, almost creamy like, and it's just like velvety, goes down really easily. It's quite fizzy, but like the way it goes down at the back of your throat is really smooth, doesn't, you know, lacquer the skin off the inside of your mouth. It's not harsh, it's like really smooth, even more so than you would initially think when you initially sip it. But yeah, no, it's really, really nice. This bottled version is nicer than I remember it being. Yeah, you don't feel like you're getting overcarbonated like with some fizzy ales out there, or some like Belgian blonde beers. Although, to be honest with you, I like pretty much all blonde beers that I've tried in Belgium or from Belgium so far. So, what do I know? But yeah, no, this is really nice. Definitely a lot nicer than the smell. Although the smell wasn't bad. I'd say you could possibly use it in cooking. Probably could use it as a cess drink if you're going for the finer things in life. Probably good as a pre-drink before a night of going out on the town as well. Hell, I'm going to say it fits into all of my categories. It's probably good to have with a meal. Actually, it is good to have with a meal, because even though it's got that botanical flavour, it's like not too overpowering, and it's quite mild and sort of mellow, very relaxing as well, actually. And it's definitely good enough to have after a day of hard work and over a chat with a friend. So yeah, definitely recommended for all 6 of my categories. Definitely a buy. Definitely recommend it for probably most people in general who drink beer and ale and all that sort of thing. And then for the overall rating, I'm probably going to go with... This is probably one of my favourite Belgian blonde beers now that I think about it. I'm going to go with... God, it's really hard to pin down because I'm just kind of struggling between an 8.75 and a 9. A 9. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, this is a 9. I think there's a couple of aspects of it, like I wish it maybe had a tiny bit more fizz, and I wish there was probably perhaps a little bit more pronounced aspect of the botanical taste and the floweriness, but overall this is really solid. Like, it's like just a couple of aspects I can't really put my finger on that just hold this bottled version of Hoegaarden back from being perfect, but it's damn near as close to perfect as you can get without being actually perfect. But I don't know. It's 9 out of 10 easily, and it's it's brilliant. I really love this drink. But I'm definitely going to have to try out the canned and draft versions of this one in the future. So yeah. But if you guys did like this video, as always, leave a like, share, and subscribe. Pardon me. If you have any future suggestions for episodes of Ted's Booze Cellar, leave them in the comment section below. And always, if you want to check out anything else that I'm involved with, check out my other social medias and YouTube channels in the video description below as well. But as always, I hope you guys had fun. And until next time, stay safe, drink responsibly, know your limits, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Booze Cellar. Bye-bye for now.